Dear friends, I'm greeting you from Kiev. My name is Katya. Please write me back if you can see the presentation and if you can hear me well. Great. Thank you so much for the feedback. As I told from the beginning, my name is Katya. I'm the head of product marketing team inside Join UP with the head office in Kiev. And today we are going to talk with you about beautiful destination Hurghada, which is located, guess where? For sure, in Egypt. Yesterday we spent with you time studying Sharm el-Sheikh, and right now is the time for Hurghada. Before we start, I would like you to pay attention for a very important information for the people who maybe, let's say, brand new in this field, that when we are choosing a proper destination for the vacation of our guests, when we are choosing a hotel and when we are making our decision between Sharm el-Sheikh and Hurghada, we need to remember the differences between two destinations. As we were discussing yesterday, when we were talking about Sharm el-Sheikh, I mentioned that this is a resort which was built a lot of years ago, approximately 40 years ago, for Italians who started to visit this beautiful destination. While Hurghada, this is a real city with locals who are living there, while in Sharm el-Sheikh, everyone who is living, the staff working in hotels, in around all the resorts, these are the people who came to work there and stayed for a living. While in Hurghada, mostly the majority are locals. So this is the city where a resort was created as well long time ago. And the second difference between Sharm el-Sheikh and Hurghada, this is the beach. While in Sharm el-Sheikh, the majority of the hotels, they don't have sandy entrances. For sure, some of them have, but the majority, they don't. While in Hurghada, we cannot say that 100% they have sandy, very well sandy entrance, but mostly 98%. Let's say they do have the sandy entrance. That's why this is the perfect destination for the families with small kids and for the people who cannot swim. So let's continue and start our nice conversation. As well, I would like to add that if you have any questions during our webinar, please don't hesitate to text them in our chat, and I would try to answer them as soon as I see it. So before we start, I would like to tell and to announce that Egypt, this is quite a key destination inside the portfolio of Join UP tour operator. We as a tour operator are almost 12 years old, and we are a Ukrainian company and very excited about that. And Egypt was brought to our portfolio in 2013, so mostly 9 years. It will be the birthday of Egypt inside our company. It will be on the 2nd of October. So mostly 9 years we are operating in this destination, and I can truly say that we are making a revolution, having 50 plus exclusive hotels in our portfolio, making Egypt all the year-round destination, because when we came in Ukraine to work with this country, Egypt was almost only winter destination. But the same year when we came, it started to be all year-round destination, and the volume in summer, it was mostly the same like it used to be in winter. And This is well, it's good when I'm telling you these words, but the numbers are always better, which you can see on the slide. In 2019, the pre-COVID year, Join UP did more than 1 million outbound clients from the markets when we where we were operating at that time, Moldova, Ukraine. And out of this 1 million, it was exactly 1,014,000 guests. Out of this million, 665,000 guests, they were sent to Egypt. So more than 60% of our volume is Egypt destination. And of course, we are proud about that. And we can say that in Ukraine, we are #1. And with your help, we are going to reach the same level in Baltic countries. So for sure, we are looking forward for your support, and be sure that we are going to give you back the same support from our side. To be #1 would be not simple without a great partner. And we really have such kind of partner. Our DMC is Sun International. Sun International is a part of a big holding, which includes not only DMC, but as well 4 hotels, such as Savoy, Royal Savoy, Sierra, and Grand Oasis. Plus, they have inside their holding Soho Square, which is located in Sharm el-Sheikh. So if we are talking about the hotels, for sure, Join UP guests, they always have the best rates for these hotels, plus additional benefits for visiting Soho Square and so on. 7 years we are partners, but even more than partners, I could truly say they are our family. When people know the level of standards of Join UP, they know how to make the best service for our guests. So I can tell that you do not need to be worried about your guests. In September, we are going to have a lot of fam trips to Sharm el-Sheikh, to Hurghada. That's why I would like to invite you first of all and to enjoy your time there, because fam trips with Join UP, this is not only studying. We always have time for relaxing and spending good time as if we are normal guests, not agencies, and you will see our strengths, our partners by yourself with your own eyes. And if we are coming back to the numbers, I would also love to tell you that in 2021, the year after COVID story, we sent to Egypt 480,000 guests, which is for sure less than pre-COVID year, but at the same time, you remember very well that last year, still there were a lot of restrictions to the majority of countries, and people were saving money, not spending them like they did in pre-COVID year. So we are proud and happy about the numbers which we did last year as well. And I suppose you will agree with me that this is quite a big number. Here you can see our flight schedule to our flight program to Egyptian resorts from all 3 Baltic countries. We are talking about Sharm el-Sheikh, Hurghada, and Marsalam from Riga, Vilnius, and Tallinn. The first flights are starting on the 4th of September and will continue till the end of winter. The end of winter, I'm talking about March. But if we see, for example, that the mood of reservations is well, for sure we will continue the flights, but it will depend not only about us, it will depend as well about your support. mostly forgot that very important thing on which wings we are flying. We are flying with SkyUp Airlines. SkyUp, this is a part of a big up family, so we are sister companies, we can say. Join UP, SkyUp, and some other businesses. In the beginning of the current year, SkyUp was number 2 air company in Ukraine. If we are talking about the amount of aircrafts, currently SkyUp is working in Europe and as well, of course, sending your guests from all 3 Baltic countries to Antalya. So starting from September, as well, SkyUp will work with our winter destinations. I'm talking about Egypt, Tenerife, and Zanzibar, which is already online. Plus, do not forget that we have Greece, we have Zakynthos and Crete, also starting in September till the end of October. I cannot be quiet because I'm very happy that Egypt is already canceling all the rules about COVID, and it will be much easier for all the guests to travel, we can say last minute even. So from 17th of June, all COVID restrictions are cancelled, as I told already, so there is no need to provide any negative PCR tests or COVID certificates and to complete any questionnaires. That's good. I believe that your guests will be happy about this news. So friends, today we are going to talk about Hurghada, a very beautiful destination which is located on Red Sea, one of the most beautiful seas in all the planet. And let's talk and discuss why we need to recommend this destination to our guests and why our guests, they need to choose exactly this destination. Here you can see the map of Egypt, and I would like to pay your attention about the resorts which are located next to Hurghada, because when we are talking about Hurghada, I mean not only this city, but as well people can reach to the cities which are not far away from Hurghada, in the distance of, let's say, maybe 2 hours maximum by group transfer. So if we are talking from north to south, you see the first one is Elguna. If we are coming to Hurghada airport, the transfer to Elguna will take us approximately 40 minutes. If it's an individual transfer, maybe maximum 25, 30 minutes. Then it's Hurghada. The next one is Sahel Hashish. We don't see it on the map because the map is not so big. Then the next one is Makadi, then Safaga. So all these resorts which I'm talking about, they consider to be Hurghada region, okay? And the others, El Qusair and Marsa Alam, which you could see down on the map, they belong to Marsa Alam region, and we are going to talk about them later. Today, I would love to pay your attention exactly at Hurghada region, and I'm going to describe you more information about these resorts. So to understand Hurghada more, we need to understand the differences about Hurghada regions, because They are quite different. The hotels located there are different. Even it depends, like I told you from the beginning, that all the hotels in Hurghada, the majority, they have sandy entrances. But you would ask, Katya, what about corals? Yes. I will never tell that there are no corals in Hurghada. For sure, some hotels, they do have corals, but if we would like to see the real beauty of Red Sea, we don't need to choose Hurghada. It's better to choose Sharm el-Sheikh, Dahab, or Marsa Alam. Hurghada, city hotels or big resorts, I will tell where they are located, and for sure sandy entrance. So first region, look at the map please very attentively, is El Ahea, which is located in the northern part of Hurghada. El Ahea is a brand new region which started to be built 15 years ago. Hotels here are much more younger than, for example, in the middle part of Hurghada. But there is a very interesting thing about this region, that the majority of hotels, they don't have very good depth of the sea. So in some of them, you can walk 2-3 minutes to reach the depths, we can say. But we as professional, we can find the benefits in anything. So this region, it will be very nice for the families with very small kids, when the mom can leave her baby on the sand next to the sea and do not be worried that anything can happen. But at the same time, there is one hotel which is called Nubia Aqua, which is located exactly in El Ahea, which has a very good sandy entrance with a depth coming in 10 or 15 meters. So please note it down and remember all the time. It's a budget five-star hotel with a brand new aqua park. But among all of hotels in El Ahea, this is the only one which has a super great sandy entrance. But here you cannot go anywhere. Let's say it's like if you go out from the hotel, you will find the desert. So if people would love to spend their time in the city, or make some kind of shopping, or just drink, let's say, mango juice, they need to take a taxi and go to the city center. So let's go down. The next one is Dahar. Dahar, this is an old part of the city. Let's say the Hurghada started from Dahar. Here you would find the hotels which are quite old, but for sure let's keep in mind that all the owners of the hotels, they are trying to keep the properties in good condition. So year by year they are making partly the renovation if the budget allows them to do that. But all the hotels here, they don't have resort territories. For sure, they have the territory and people can walk a little bit, but let's not expect big resorts, okay? As well, here you will find a very good local market. Me personally and my friends, my colleagues, when we are coming to Hurghada, we dedicate half of one day and go there to enjoy, this Arabic flavor, when, for example, the people, they are telling one price and you start to talk to give the price less, everyone enjoys the time, you buy manga, you buy another fruits, you buy anything you need. And this is something unique which you will not find, for example, in Sharm el-Sheikh or Marsa Alam. It's located here only. As well, here in Dahar, a very old and important mosque is situated. This is one of the biggest mosques in Muslim, in Arab countries. And as well, a lot of people who are Muslims are coming here to visit, especially this mosque. The next part of Hurghada is Sakala. This is as well quite old part of the city, but for sure not as old as Dahar. Here the life is running, a very big amount of shops, of shopping malls. You can buy Arab lamps, you can buy, you can go to the pharmacy, you can buy whatever you want and enjoy your time. A lot of restaurants are also located here, especially fish restaurants for sure. When you are coming to Hurghada, I don't recommend, I insist that you go to fish restaurants and to enjoy the cuisine out of Red Sea. Shrimps, calmars, fish, whatever you, crabs, whatever you want, and the price of course is affordable. You will spend much less than you would spend if you go to the restaurants which are located in your countries. As well, Marina is located here in Sakala. This is a very nice walking area with a lot of coffee shops. Alcohol is forbidden here, maximum beer, but you can enjoy shisha, you can enjoy any kind of fresh juice. For sure, the best one is manga, and if you are coming to Egypt and not have a glass of fresh mango juice, this is a crime. They will take you to police. So please be very attentive to this. Plus, I would add that right now we are in August and September is coming. This is the season of Egyptian manga. When you are coming to any shop, to any market, you would find a big variety of mangas, starting from very small like this till very big. By the way, the smallest kind of manga, this is the most expensive one. But really, you know, this is very strange, but really the difference of taste is visible. So I would recommend, if you would like to buy something to bring back to your relatives at home, please buy different kind of manga to enjoy all the tastes. So let's go down. The next part is El Memsha. El Memsha is a new part of Hurghada. There are a lot of different hotels, and as well here you will find nightclubs with world names such as Little Buddha and Hard Rock. Here also they have a very nice walking area with some coffee shops and restaurants and bars and shops. That's why we can say that people who are choosing El Memsha, they can also walk out from the hotel and spend a very nice time. No need to go to take a taxi and to go anywhere. The next part of Hurghada. Plus, I would like to add that airport itself is located somewhere in between El Memsha and the next part, touristic village. That's why the transfer here will take the less time. So the next part, as I told, is touristic village. A very strange name, but at the same time, here is the name. So out of all the regions of Hurghada, exactly this one, they have very big resort hotels. Albatros Group, Titanic, Desert Rose, and a lot more allocated here. So, for example, I know that a lot of people, they love to compare Egypt with Turkey, which, to my point of view, we cannot do. But at the same time, if our guests would like to compare, we can say the hotels of Turkey to Egyptian, yes. So here they are similar somehow. I mean about the area. And here the Hurghada ends. if we come back again to the map of Egypt, here it is, we can say that after Hurghada it will be Sahel Hashish, Makadi, Safaga, and so on. Why I'm paying such a big attention to this? Because it's quite important. People understand which hotel they are buying, so that there are no complaints in the end. Because in Dahar, for example, in Sakala, it will be a lot of locals. We don't need any complaints from the guests in the end. So if, for example, people, they want to be in a somehow quiet place, I would like to recommend them the village or El Ahea. But if people, they like noisy atmosphere, if they want to go out from the hotel and find themselves in the city, please recommend them hotels in Dahar, Sakala, and El Memsha. As well, a small hint from myself, I would like you to use Wikimapia. This is a very nice website where you can see all the hotels on the map, where you can check the distance between one hotel to another or between airport and hotel. It will be very useful in your future work, so please pay attention to this website, Wikimapia, or you can upload an application to your smartphone. Let's go further. The desert. It's very important because the desert is more than 90% of Egyptian territory. The cities, they take only 6% out of 100. All the other is the desert. That's why we would love to say that the desert is somehow a sightseeing in Egypt. Because all the views are spectacular, and if you go to Quadra Safari excursion in Sharm el Sheikh or in Marsa Alam or in Hurghada, you will find quite different views, and the desert will be different. In Sharm el Sheikh, it will be more mountains, more rocks, while in Hurghada, yeah, for sure, it will be some rocks, but not as much as in Sharm el Sheikh, and the views will be different. So, for example, if people are telling that we will not go, we have already been in this excursion in Sharm el Sheikh, please persuade them not to lose their chance to admire the views. And for sure, when we are talking about Egypt, it's very important to discuss the sea. Already in 2 words, I described you the difference between the resorts Sharm el Sheikh and Hurghada. You understand me well that the majority of hotels, they have sandy entrance, which is good for the families with kids and people who do not swim. Please don't expect that people will see a lot of corals. They will see some kind of fish there, so masks for sure they can take with them if they have, or buy upon arrival. But for sure it will not be a lot of different kind of fish, because as a rule they are living next to corals, which is very important to understand. In Hurghada, there are a lot of islands next to the shore of the resort, mostly 100, but there are 3 out of them which are very popular for excursions, and our DMC, Sun International, is making very nice excursions there. I would recommend your guests to use one of them. It's Paradise Island. Why it's called Paradise, I suppose you guess, because it really looks like a paradise with such interesting color of water. This is a sea trip. People are coming to a port, take a ship, a yacht, and making snorkeling in the open sea, plus visiting this Paradise Island and enjoy the day as if they are in Maldives, for example. And for sure, if we are talking about Hurghada, we cannot be quiet about the river Nile. This river, with this river, we are familiar from school time when we were studying ancient history, and there was a lot of information about ancient Egyptians, about pyramids, about temples, about the river Nile itself. As I told before, the majority of Egyptian territory is the desert, but the river Nile is crossing all the territory of the country, and plus we need to understand that this is the river which is following not from north to south, but opposite, from south to north. And all the banks of the river, they are being used to grow plants, to grow goods, potato, mango, bananas, whatever, and plus people who have the land next to the river Nile, they are very rich. Still, they can look as if they are homeless, but they own this land, and believe me, this is this land is very expensive, but they cannot sell it because it's saint, because of the religion, and because they are Muslims, and it's forbidden to sell this land. And thanks God that to this time we have a lot of ancient temples being opened for visiting, and we have a chance to feel the atmosphere of ancient Egypt with our hands, with our eyes, with our heart. There is a very popular story about river. They have Nile cruises. Nile cruises, we are going to put them online and sell to you, to your guests, in addition with vacation in Red Sea. So these cruises, it will be in the following. The people are coming to Hurghada, spend 1 or 2 nights in the hotel of Hurghada, then they go to Nile cruise. It depends about the choice. It can be 3, 4, or 7 nights, and in the end they are coming back to Hurghada hotel. All the 3 types of cruises, they include the same, like this is the same package. Only the difference is the time. Yes, the people who choose 7 nights, of course, they have much more time to enjoy the views, to enjoy their time, while people who are choosing 3 nights, it will be very active. Me, myself, I visited the Nile cruise with 3 nights. It's very active. You don't have too much time to rest, but believe me, the views which you see, the information which you get from the guide, it's unbelievable, and this is a total must to see and visit during the life of every person. So which cities we are visiting? For sure this is Luxor, for sure this is Aswan, and this is Kom Ombo, 3 cities. Each city, it includes different kind of temples dedicated to different ancient gods. Karnak temple, this is the biggest and the best temple currently in Egypt. Karnak and Luxor temple, they are situated in Luxor, of course, and in Aswan there is a very nice temple of which is located exactly in the middle of river Nile. Just small information, brief information how it will be. If the Nile cruise is for 3 nights, so people are brought to Luxor, and the Nile cruise is being ended in Aswan. The transfer from Aswan to Hurghada, it will take something like 7-8 hours, while the transfer from Hurghada to Luxor, it will take approximately 3 hours. If the guests choose 4 nights, it will be opposite. People will start from Aswan and end in Luxor. If the choice is 7 nights, it means that the start and the end of cruise, it will be in Luxor. which will be very comfortable for sure, because the transfer, it will be approximately 3 hours, as I told before. We are telling for sure approximately because we never know how the road will be, if it will be any traffic, because the roads next to Nile, they are very smooth, they are not wide. And sometimes it happens that people stuck in traffic, but for sure all the drivers, they make their best to make people satisfied. The Niles, the cruises are with ships, with so-called liners, but let not expect the liners which are crossing Atlantic, for example, or making the cruise next to Caribs. No, this is a small ship, but at the same time, the rooms which are located inside the ship, they have everything what the guest will need. Shower, the bed, window, whatever. Plus they have restaurants inside the ship. The meal plan is full board. All the drinks will be served with extra charge. I mean soft drinks and alcohol. And also the dock, the upper level of the ship, it has a swimming pool and as well chaise longues, so that while the ship is moving from one city to another, people don't lose sun, they sunbathe and enjoy the life. As I told before, these cruises soon we are expecting them to be online. When it's done, our team in Baltic countries will inform you about this great news. I cannot, of course, be quiet and not mention about Cairo, because for sure from Hurghada it's also very comfortable to get to the capital of Egypt and enjoy the other ancient monuments which are already more than 4,000 years old. These are pyramids, of course, and this is Sphinx. A lot of people, they are telling that pyramids are not worth to go by such a long transfer, because nothing special in this. Me also, I have the same answer. Like, if there is nothing special in pyramids in Cairo, so what is special for you guys? When you go there with the 5-hour transfer, and when you see the pyramids with your own eyes, when you touch the stones, when you understand the history, when you know that people were building this monument by themselves without any technologies, like you understand how small you are in this planet. To my point of view, this is also a must to visit if people are coming to Egypt for the first time. For sure, please ask them not to lose possibility and to go to visit Cairo. The excursion to Cairo can be by bus or by airplane. It depends on the budget of the guests. By bus, for sure, it will cost less than it will be by airplane, but at the same time, avia excursion, it will be individual, while bus excursion, it will be a group one. Here you can see the marina, which already I told you about in 2 words. It's located in Sakala, the old part of Hurghada. So here is the walking area. You will find always a lot of yachts which are standing here. So the best photos for Instagram is already, we can say it's done. Plus here you can smoke shisha, you can drink any kind of fresh juice, whatever you want. So if you have any questions, I will remind you, please do not hesitate to ask them. If you don't have any questions, I will start talking already about the hotels, the most important thing with which we are going to work in this season. For sure, there are a lot of hotels in Hurghada, in any other region of Egypt, but the time is limited. We cannot talk. We cannot talk for 5 hours. That's why we are choosing for you the best ones, where we would like to pay your attention. And for sure, they are top producers, top best sold hotels in Join UP. So the first one which I would like to talk is Desert Rose. To my point of view, this is the best variant for any kind of client, because it will be a proper solution for family, for couples, for big companies, for honeymooners as well, because they have very active animation throughout the day, from the very morning till the very night. Plus they have some spots at hotel territory which is quiet at all, so that people who do not want to be in a noisy place, they can hide there. The hotel has a very big territory with a lot of pools. And as well, I would like to remind you that in winter season, all the pools normally are being heated. So clients, they will not be cold at all. They will be feeling themselves comfortable. You know, what's very important in Desert Rose, that they are finding the way to the heart of each guest. They like to give some souvenirs, presents for the people to come back again. They are making renovation all the time of the territory. You know, I visited this hotel a lot of times, but each time when I am coming to visit the management of the hotel, and we are going to have coffee at the lobby bar, they are inviting me to check something new. Katya, let's go to check new restaurant. Let's go to check new bar. Let's go to check renovated rooms, whatever. And this is something which leaves a touch. And in the end, the hotel has a very big amount of repeaters who are coming year by year. Here you will find big variety of a la carte restaurants, even Mexican one, where you are coming and the next second they are bringing you tequila, putting, you know, this Mexican hat on you, singing Mexican songs, and there is no chance to run away. You need to drink this tequila and go enjoy your dinner. So Desert Rose, it will be, I will repeat again, the best choice for any category of the guests. Next hotel in Hurghada, it's Gravity Hotel Aqua Park. Previously it was called Samra Bay. It's totally brand new hotel, which is only 1.5 years old. And as you can see from the slide, it has a very nice entrance. Even we can say this is a bay. Everything is totally new. The hotel was built from zero. So when your guests are asking for such kind of the property, you can easily, with closed eyes, recommend them Gravity. The territory itself is not so big, but and you will not find very active animation. We can say that here the animation is soft, but you can see all the chaise longues is very new. Even the greenery is not big, because they brought there only 1.5 years ago. So this hotel I would recommend for the couples or for quite relaxing vacation. The next hotel is situated in the city center. When you go out, there is a life. This is La Rosa. The hotel has 4 stars. A small smart hotel which has also had a total full renovation. So all the rooms are brand new, as well as the territory. And the very important thing, that the hotel is super active. What do I mean under this? All the time they have parties. For example, pool parties, different parties in the evening, like Mexican, like Egyptian, whatever. So for sure, no need to send here people who are looking for quiet place, only the lovers of a very active vacation. Next hotel is Nubia Aqua. Already I told you some words about this. I will repeat. It is located in Elahe, in the northern part of Hurghada, with a brand new aqua park. And you know what's important as well? That the owner of the property, he lives exactly at the hotel. And when you are coming as a guest, you can see it very good. When the owner is staying, or when the owner is, you know, like a businessman and just coming here from time to time. So the service is quite on a high level. Plus, it's always very clean, very big variety in the restaurants. And as well, do not forget that here you will find a very good sandy entrance in front of the hotel. As well, I would like to add some words about Steigenberger chain in Hurghada. It calculates 3 hotels. 2 out of them are the first line, while 1 is the second line. But generally they are located in one place. So when people from the second line, from Steigenberger Aqua Magic, are coming to the beach, they are walking by the territory of sister hotels, or if people don't want to go, they can use a shuttle bus. Steigenberger, as well, there is on the first line, there is a brand new hotel, Steigenberger Pure Lifestyle, which is as well 5 stars, and it's adults only. It means they do not accommodate people under the age of 18 years old. Very modern design, with nice welcome drinks, with very good service, with jacuzzi inside the rooms. So listening to my words, I suppose you understand that this hotel we can recommend for honeymooners, for couples, while Steigenberger, another one in the first line, it will be a very good choice for the people who like high service, because they do really have it at the hotel. Honestly talking, you will not find super luxury or deluxe hotels in Egypt. Yes, if we start to calculate them, maybe it's enough 10 fingers at our hands. Currently, the best hotel in the best all-inclusive hotel in Egypt, this is Rixos Magavish, which is located in Hurghada. If we are talking about non-all-inclusive hotels, I believe this is Four Seasons. But Steigenberger, you can, with closed eyes, recommend to the people who love deluxe properties, who love high category service, and so on. Let's go further, and we find ourselves in Sahel Hashish. As I told before, Sahel Hashish, this is a separate resort, which is starting after Hurghada in the south. And Sahel Hashish, this is a different story. we cannot compare it to Hurghada because it has nothing to do with the city. It is a coastline which has a lot of deluxe hotels. We are going to talk in 2 words about them today. Sahel Hashish is a quiet place. The majority of hotels, they are providing free of charge bicycles, free of charge electric cars, so that people can spend their time driving throughout all the coastline, because they have a walking area along all the hotels, and if people want, they can walk, or they can take a bicycle and enjoy the evening or the day or the morning, whatever. Plus, Sahel Hashish, it has this unique Arab atmosphere. The center of Sahel Hashish, you can see on the slide, it has fontains, it has this Arabic flavor. There is a very nice nightclub inside Sahel Hashish, plus some shopping, some shops, some bars and coffee shops. That's why you can easily go out from the hotel and walk or take a taxi. Honestly talking, the taxi is not a must. People can walk, but walk, for example, of 30 minutes maximum from a far hotel. But if people do like to walk, no problem, they can do it and reach to the center of Sahel Hashish. So which hotels are located here? First one, this is not a deluxe hotel, this is a budget 5-star hotel, but you remember we were talking about Gravity in Hurghada, so this is a sister hotel just in Sahel Hashish. As well, this is brand new, after a full renovation. All the rooms, all the territory was built from zero. It's not so green as, for example, hotels who are elder, but still they're looking good after it. They have soft animation, so here you can send people who don't like active animation or a noisy atmosphere, whatever. Plus here in Sahel Hashish, it's very important to remember that you can find somewhere the spots of coral reefs. That's why people who would like to make snorkeling, you can recommend them Sahel, but don't tell them that 100% every hotel it will have a reef. No, it will not be like this. It will be just spots somewhere. And when we are talking about Sahel, I cannot, for sure, I would like to add some words about other nice hotels to my point of view. The first one is Baron Palace Sahel Hashish, which is currently #1 about service, about territory, and about food in Sahel. They are calling itself even 6-star hotel. The hotel has adults only part, it has family only part. And if people want to feel luxury life during their vacation, please easily recommend them Baron. The next one is Peak Albatros Citadel Sahel Hashish. The hotel is very unique. Why? Because the building, it's located inside a rock. All the rooms, they have sea view. And when you're staying there, you feel very nice emotions, because you understand this is for sure a strange and at the same time unique hotel. You are living in a luxury property, but inside a rock. But don't be scared, like they have everything and the rooms, they look normally, but just the building itself is located inside the rock. Plus Peak Albatros, let's not forget that the chain itself is currently the biggest one in Egypt. There are 20 plus hotels inside the country, and when you see Peak Albatros, it is equal to family. It is always the best option for the family vacation. They have everything, very nice kids clubs, very nice kids cuisine in the main restaurant. They have also here in Citadel, they have very nice bays with a sandy entrance, and so on. As well, Premier Reef, which is adults only, so it means we are sending here honeymooners, and Trapitel Sahel Hashish. The next resort, if we are looking at the map, it's southern after Sahel Hashish, it's Makadi Bay. Makadi Bay, it's famous because it has corals. But for sure, we never compare these corals to Sharm or Marsa Alam or Dahab, but still people who are choosing Hurghada, but they would love to make snorkeling, please keep in mind that Makadi Bay, it will be the perfect choice. Here in Makadi as well, you will find very big resort territories. But the issue is that there is nowhere to go out. There is no walking area, or there are no shops. Still, there are shops on the hotel territories, but to go out and buy something, you will not be able to do it. That's why all the hoteliers, they are making the territory so that people will not need to go out. All the shops, the pharmacy, nightclubs, they have inside the hotel, and people normally, when they are coming to Makadi Bay, they do not live anywhere. Here in Makadi Bay, I would like to mention hotels with which we are working on exclusive basis. This is Red Sea Hotels chain. They are 15 plus hotels in Egypt. Yesterday we talked about 6 out of them in Sharm el Sheikh, and here in Makadi there is a very big complex which has 5 hotels inside it. People who are living in this complex, we can say they are living in a city, because the territory is quite big. 5 hotels, I'm sorry. They have aqua parks. They have even adult only hotel. They have a lot of shops. They have walking areas. They have these Arabic streets, so that you feel yourself as if you are in a very authentic place. So let's start from Makadi Spa. As I told, it's adults only. They do not accommodate kids under 18 years old. And a very special thing that if you are staying in Makadi Spa, you can use the territories of all the hotels. Wherever people want to go, they can do it easily. While the guests from other hotels, for example, let's take Sunwing family, they can use the territories of the other sister hotels. If I'm staying in Sunwing family, I can walk in Grand Makadi, Makadi Palace, Grand Water World Makadi, but I can never come to Makadi Spa. It's forbidden. Only the guests of Makadi Spa can use the territory of Makadi Spa. You know, this is very useful. For example, when big families are coming with parents, kids, grandmas, and grandfathers, and I've heard once a story that the parents, mom and dad, they booked for themselves a room in Makati Spa while they sent the kids with grandparents to Grand Makati. And whenever they wanted, they could easily visit the grandparents with kids in their hotels, while kids, they couldn't come to visit the parents in Makati Spa. There is a very nice aqua park which is located in Sandvik family. So people out of all hotels, they can come to the aqua park normally and use it without any additional fee. And I would love to pay your attention at the rooms in Sandvik family, because all the rooms, they have 2 rooms inside. So it's very comfortable for big families with, for example, 2 kids. It will be very spacious and comfortable. Let's go further and talk about El Guna. El Guna is located in the northern part. If we go from Hurghada to the north, we will find El Guna. El Guna is also called Egyptian Venice. Why Venice? Because there are a lot of canals here. You can see it with your eyes right now on the slide. El Guna is not old, it's quite new. It was built 10 plus years ago, and there are rumors that if someday we come to the space and look at El Guna from the distance, we will read the name of Sheikh who built El Guna and who was the sponsor and investor of this region. Unfortunately, I didn't check it by myself, but I believe I will have a possibility to make it soon. There are a lot of hotels here. But also, what's very important, when we are choosing the hotel, please study carefully the location of the hotel, because it can be an open sea, while at the same time the hotel can be located inside the canals. It can cause some issues with the guests, so please inform them about the location. If they are okay, then be calm, because they will not disturb you during their vacation. Here also in El Guna, they have a lot of marinas where people can spend the evening enjoying shisha, enjoying coffee, tea, or whatever. And as well, a lot of hotels with big names are located here. From the slide, you see this is Movenpick, this is Sheraton, this is Steigenberger. But keep in mind that hotels are not brand new. They are quite experienced. I don't like to use old in front of hotels because some guests can be scared, we can say. So I would love to use experienced when we are talking about old hotel. So all these 3 hotels, they're experienced, but what's very important? They have this charm, they have this Arabic atmosphere, and the statistic is telling that out of all the possible regions of Egypt, especially El Guna, they have a lot of repeaters. The majority of the guests which are coming here, for sure, they're Europeans. And Europeans, you know it better than me, they are very stable. They don't want to choose the place for vacation each time. So when they find finally something suitable for them, they start to be repeaters and go there several times per year. And one hotel which I would love to pay your attention at, this is an exclusion from Elguna rule. This is a brand new hotel which was built 1 year ago. This is Casa Cook, which belong to a very famous world chain. They have resorts in a big amount of countries. So finally, they decided to build something in Egypt, and I'm very happy that investors, they start to pay attention to Egypt. They start to invest. New hotels are being built, and I expect then in 10 years, the Egypt will be opposite. We will not find old hotels, because it will be total renovation. It will be brand new hotels, whatever. So Casa Cook, this is something new and unique for Egypt because it has its own design. All the material which are used here are natural. There are a lot of wood, a lot of stone. You see that the colors here are gray, black, brown. So when you are coming here, you feel yourself in a pure nature, in a virgin nature. Plus, the hotel is not serving all-inclusive. The maximum meal plan is full board, but of course you can buy alcohol with extra charge. So for sure, I recommend this hotel for the people who are expecting from Egypt something more, who like high-tech design, who like natural atmosphere, and who are looking for a luxury property and accommodation. As I told from the beginning, of course, we can talk about Egypt endless. I can share with you my experience. I have been to Hurghada more than 20 times, but unfortunately our time is limited. So if you have any questions to me, please go ahead. If you don't, I am telling that our education will repeat from time to time. As well, soon we are coming to you with a very nice events in all 3 Baltic countries. We are going to have trips already. I invited you to visit them in the beginning of our webinar. And I believe that in the end of September or in the beginning of October, we will see each other again, eye to eye, in your countries, to make education one more time. If you do not have any questions, so I was happy to share with you my experience, my emotions about the resort and the hotels. I wish for you a very nice evening and see you soon. There is a question about Nile cruises. Till now, we do not have them, but we are expecting the Nile cruises to be loaded very soon. I believe maximum in 2 weeks time. Thank you so much for your time once again. Wish you a pleasant time, and don't forget to come to our website to make the best reservations. See you soon.